This is good. This is good. Okay, guys, I want to come on live, okay? On YouTube Live, I want to be more interactive on YouTube Live, okay? And I just want to be able to, just give you guys a sense and give you guys the opportunity to, get on here for free and obviously ask me any financial questions that you have about your financial journey, what you have going on with SBA, EIDL. Today is the last day, okay? Today is the last day for the SBA EIDL loan increase reconsideration for anything, okay? So keep in mind, May 16, 2022, that's just 10 days away, will be the last day for us to be eligible or able to log into our loan portals and to be able to download all of our additional documents for the SBA, okay? And if you guys are in need of some SBA help, text it right now, okay? I want you to tell me what you're going through, what's going on, what measures have you taken. Let's try to bring the community together really quick. Before 5 p.m. Eastern time, so that's why I'm here on here. It's 4 p.m. Eastern time where I'm at here in Florida, and I just want to let you guys know we just crunching down the time. Okay, we are crunching down time on the EIDL, okay, and I feel like we should have like confetti or something. I feel like we should have like some type of bell we should ring, because honestly, you guys, the SBA EIDL loan program has really helped a lot of small businesses come out of that that rut, okay, that we were in from the pandemic. Okay, so remember, the SBA started the EIDL, that's the Economic Impact Disaster Loan Program, okay, right after the pandemic, to help small businesses and give us some funding, okay? We were able to put in applications and also receive an extra 5K, okay, on top of the 10K targeted advance. And even some small businesses receive actually an additional 10K on top of that, okay? Because there was 2 rounds of EIDL targeted advance funding, okay? So I just want to let you guys know that, hey, I appreciate the SBA, okay? And it's the unfortunate events. I just appreciate it, because at the end of the day, we were able to have funding to be able to start businesses, okay? There's so many new entrepreneurs that came out of the pandemic, you guys. And there's so many people that actually decided, screw going back to work. I've been hustling through the pandemic. I figured out how to pay my bills through the pandemic just by my side hustle. So they were able to create LLCs and stuff off of this funding, okay? Let's see here. So hi guys, it's Shelby, okay? And I just want to let you guys know, if you are my client, okay, this is the letters, okay? These are the letters that I have what do we have here? Okay, so it says the SBA gave notice that there is no more money for EIDL as of last night. Oh, thank you, Deborah Church. Thank you, Deborah Churchill. Okay, yes, so the funding is over. Okay, and I'm actually happy that I was blessed with the opportunity. I hope you guys were blessed with the opportunity to actually receive the funding. Okay, because honey, that funding helped my businesses. It helped a ton of different businesses out there. Okay, just keep in mind that the EIDL is not the only funding opportunity we have, right? But however, it was like the only easy one, right? It was relatively easy, right? Because it was super easy. All we had to do was fill out this application that take less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes. And once we put in the application, we upload documents on this portal that eventually the portal came. Or we will email the information. Usually with grant writing and grant services, I want to talk about grants. Usually with that how we did the exact same, EIDL loan program and applications. That's kind of similar when you are applying for grants, you guys. So that's what I wanted to talk about as well. you don't only have to say, okay, that's it with the EIDL funding. You can also move over to the SBA loan programs and grant programs that they have for startups, for women-owned businesses, male-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, Native American-owned businesses. There's so many different programs within SBA, so I definitely advise that you guys go to SBA.gov, okay? And click those hyperlinks in that nice bar, okay, in their bar that they have, and then take a look at all of the different programs that they do have, okay. Also, in the descriptions, or in the links in the descriptions of all of my other videos and stuff, when I talk about grants and things like that, there's different other grant programs outside of the SBA that you can join that will give you leverage on gaining some funding, okay. Nasi is one that you can actually sign up for, and I think it is a $50, like, or $100 or something, sign up fee. And pretty much you're going to join that grant program and put your business in line to receive some funding, right? Once you join with that program, you can upload your business documentation. That's that MBE certification I talk about, right? And just like how you do when you're getting government contracts through sam.gov, it'll be pretty much the same with the other grant programs. And you just upload your certifications, upload your business proposals. And anytime NACI or any other grant program decides to start a new grant, or they decide to, or they partner with someone else to do a new grant, then you'll be considered, okay? So grant programs are always good to join as well, okay? And also outside of doing grant programs, because there's three different ways you can get grants, right? You have the grant programs, which you have like our specific, like, women owned businesses or minority owned business groups, and they do grants. So you have those. And then you have like the government funding, right? Which is like the SBA. And so that's when they do like the targeted advance, and they're just giving out national grants, with a pool of money, and it's kind of first come, first serve. And then you have like the scholarship filling grants, right? Which are like the big corporate giants that create these grants to give back to small businesses. And those are the grants that you see that Wells Fargo does, and other banks and lenders that they do. And they would do like these small business grants, and it's more of like an enter a chance to win, okay? I also talked about FedEx doing one, and I think last night or the other night that I did a live, I talked about the NBA, Boston Celtics having one too. So those are like an enter a chance to win. So there's different grant programs that you guys can join, okay? And obviously don't forget, I have a grant writer. So you can come with me and we'll search and apply for some grants for you, write them up, okay, maintain the grants, give you a list of the deadlines, and then, you'll just wait to see if you were rewarded, okay? I never guarantee any approvals. We're just going to always give it a try. And that's the thing about grants, you guys. With grants, you kind of like, throwing it up there in the air, okay, and hoping and praying that you get approved. Whereas, and that's for a majority of the grants, right, and grant programs. But with government grants, that's different, right? We just have to prove active business. We have to prove that our business has lost or is in need of this funding, and that the funding will go of use. So it's a little bit different, but however, majority of these grant programs, when it's like an enter a chance to win, your approval odds are a little bit more, your chances are slim, compared to probably someone who has like a really, really good story, okay, especially if it was an enter a chance to win that doesn't have like a really big pool of rewarding small businesses. So you can always get into like doing business credit, okay? And so I do business credit coaching, okay? And business credit coaching is always something that I'll always want you guys to get into. Business credit in general, you can build your business credit in less than 90 days, okay, you guys? You can have a really good business credit in 90 days. That's with adding business trade references. That's with having tier 1, tier 2, whatever it is, okay? So you can build your business credit and be able to gain business credit cards and business loans. And that can be like retail loans, auto loans, equipment loans, whatever your business industry is. And then you'll be able to use that funding as working capital as well. Okay. Are there any for startups? Yes. So grants.gov, okay. When you guys go on grants.gov, and I think I went on there the other night, so I want you to check that website out. But when you go in there, I know it's a little bit, you're probably like, girl, like that thing look a little bit off. Like it looks very confusing and it can be intimidating. Yes, it was for me too. But I want you to take your time and actually look at the website because it may be a little bit old school, honey, but it's super simple, okay? And maybe because it's simple, that's why we're expecting it to be hard. But when you get on grants.gov, I want you to type in that keyword and I want you to type in startups, okay? And then there's three different boxes at the bottom of below that. And I want you to make sure you fill out the information correctly through there, okay? Make sure you make sure you check the box that says all small businesses, okay? Make sure you're checking the box that says grants, okay? You're looking for only grant funding. And then there's other different filters that you can put in so that way you can find the grant that is tailored or in favor of your business, okay? If you are a woman, okay, if you're a woman-owned business, you definitely want to make sure you check off that box, that filter, so you can find some women-owned startup grants too, okay? So, yep, okay, hi. Do you have to resubmit 4506T when you request for reconsideration if was denied based information not matching? Yes, so at the time you would have needed to do the 4506T form. A lot of the times is that reconsideration denied of base information not matching. So if remember the 4506T form is the form that the SBA sends to the IRS to request your business tax right. So if the information that you're putting on the 4506T form, if it's not matching your recent W-2 or tax transcripts, then yes, you will be denied, okay? And a lot of the times is the issue was we didn't file any business taxes, right? So if we didn't file business taxes, then unfortunately at that point in time, when it was still open, you wouldn't have been able to be reconsidered. And I noticed that I did have some clients that even with a W-2, because outside of even filing for your business, if you didn't file business, even if you just filed your 2019 or 2020 tax returns, they were still getting reconsidered. So my question to you is, did you file your taxes? And if you did, you want to make sure that information is all correct, clean across the board. And that goes the same for when you're applying for business credit cards too, okay? So if SBA is coming back saying this information is not matching up, make sure everything matches up. I got reconsideration EIDL. I don't understand the denial letter. I got 30 days to respond. Okay, so the EIDL funding is all over, okay? They definitely put out that information, or according to Ms. Churchill, okay, Ms. Deborah, that put in the chat here that last night that they stated that there is no funding. Today is the last day. I am definitely going to double check that, but obviously either way, today's the last day. So with the 30-day, you have 30 days to respond. Today's the last day, honey. So you're going to have to respond now. And the way you will respond is you want to go ahead and email that, a picture of that over to me. So that way I can take a look at it. Okay. I did a 1040C for your business because you have 1040X, but I'm guessing that's 1040 Schedule C. I'm hoping that's what that is for your business. So if you did, then that's A-okay. All right. So if you've already filed it and the information that's on that 1040 Schedule C is the exact same information on that 4506T form, then you should be A-okay. If you did have an issue with having that information, even if that information is correct, right? And they came back and denied you because they're saying the information is incorrect, then I advise definitely resubmitting an updated 4506T form now and send 20 emails, okay? 20, 30 emails. Try to get somebody. And also sending your 1040 Schedule C, okay? Send that in. If you have your tax transcript, send that in as well. Because that's what you need. You need to be able to send proof. And then also inside of the body of the email, make sure you state that all of the information is accurate. All the information is accurate on all three documents that the SBA requests in order to be reconsidered for the EIDL, okay? Send 25 at least emails. Today is the day. We don't have time to waste, okay, love? So good luck, all right? And I'm really hoping that you do get in there, but I want you to send all three of those documents now. And I'm talking about send emails to until you get a response back. Okay. Where is a good place to look for nonprofit funding startup costs? There's not really a designated area to look for. No, where is a good place to look for nonprofit funding startup cost? Okay, so to answer the question, because I'm trying to make sure I comprehend it correctly. If I comprehended it correctly, you're asking where could you find funding for nonprofits, for startups, right? So there's not like a designated area really to actually find this information because there's so many different businesses that still give out grants and funding and lending to different nonprofit startups. So you just kind of have to be in the newsletter. But I always use Hello Skip. Okay, Hello Skip is is a place that I actually go to because they are like absolutely amazing. They will give you a one-on-one consultation on how to gain funding for your nonprofit organization. Okay, Hello Skip themselves, honey, is a nonprofit organization. Okay, so you might need to go over there. Right, Hello Skip. Make sure you tell them Shelby sent you. Okay, Ryder is an awesome guy. So him and his team, they will be more than happy to help you out. And if you and I also have like links at the bottom of my in the description in my videos, usually for Hello Skip, okay? And then even if you don't, or if you don't get a chance to get in contact with Hello Skip, or whenever you have the chance, definitely visit grants.gov, okay, and do exactly what I was stating before, which is when you go on grants.gov, type in that keyword nonprofits, okay? And the thing about grants.gov is you just have to sit there and have the time to read, okay? There's small words, but you got to read. You got to read everything and read thoroughly in the descriptions of each grant that you find, you guys, so that way you know if your business is in favor of that grant. There is no point in you guys applying for 15 different, minority owned business grants. And even though you are a minority business owner, but but your in business industry is not in health, when that particular grant is really tailored to individuals, black individuals, entrepreneurs who are into the health industry. So just read the description, okay? You don't want to waste your time, you don't want to waste your business time, and you just kind of want to make sure you're applying for grants that serve in your favor, okay? So your approval odds will be much greater. All right, let's see. We'll do okay. Can I request a SBA loan for a business I started in 2021? Yeah, you can. You can apply for a startup SBA loan. There are SBA Express loans and SBA 7A loans that you can actually apply for through the SBA. Okay, SBA has a startup funding program that you can join, and different startup mentorships that you can, gain to be able to have leverage when you're applying for an SBA loan. Okay. Usually how it works is that you will go through like different third-party websites. I use Nav, okay, guys. Nav.com is the key to the everything with lending. So Nav.com will definitely pair your small business or your startup with a lender, okay, and then you can see if they accept SBA 7A certifications and stuff. And then that loan will actually technically be like an SBA loan as well, okay? So if there is a particular lender that you like, you can always talk to them and see if they do accept the SBA mentorship, like the 7A certifications and stuff. So that way that loan will be like an SBA loan, right? That's one way. And then, yeah, you can definitely apply for some SBA loans outside of the EIDL, okay? What is the best way to up your credit score? So it's a broad question, honey. Okay, so the best way to increase your credit score is obviously to make your payments on time, okay? To gain a more credit card accounts. And something that I actually learned last night because I did some credit education with my lovely team, okay? And you'll be surprised, some of these the celebrity credit repair, I call them celebrity credit groups, but we're all like a team. We're like kings and queens of the credit world. And so we were all together on a Zoom last night, and I was able to write a couple of notes down that I definitely want to share with you guys, because I think it's very important that you guys definitely should know this about your credit, okay? One thing that I definitely want you to know is that in order for you to get to 850, you have to have credit age, right? So you want to make sure your credit age is 5 years or more. As far as in accounts, because even when we're done with credit repair or we're in the process of credit repair, we ask the question, how many accounts do I need in order to have 850 credit, right? Or in general, to have good credit. You need 10 to 12 accounts reporting on your credit report, okay? You need 10, that's 10 to 12 accounts reporting on your credit report, all in good standing, okay? And you want to have it mixed credit. Um, Also, so if you want to break it down, if you want to break it down, you want to have like a few of them as a revolving accounts. You want to have like a couple of installment loans. So it could be two or three of them. That could be a home loan and an auto loan. And then you want to have credit cards as well, okay? And you want to make sure you make your on time payments. And the more and more you make on time payments, and also the way you use your credit card, and those are the things I teach you in our credit repair progress. The way you use your credit card is also how you will consistently increase your score. Okay, but just make on-time payments. That's the best way to increase your score. Okay, and remove those inaccuracies. Okay. I meant loans. That's great. Thank you. Awesome. My pleasure. Good info. My pleasure, you guys. It's always my pleasure to be on here and to be able to answer any questions that you guys may have on any of you guys' financial journey, or if you are building a business or if you're into business credit as well. Okay. Also, something that I learned that I want to share with you, in my, let's say our credit meditation. I don't even know what I want a coaching call. I don't know what I want to call it. But one thing I noticed is that there is, if we haven't already talked about it on my YouTube channel, I think I did. There's a new a FICO scoring module, right, called the FICO 10T, and we know about it. The T stands for trended, right? And that's information that will be backdated those 2 years, but it's specific information on your credit report that the FICO scoring module or the algorithm will be, looking at. So we were talking a little bit about FICO. And I just want to let you guys know that you just keep in mind you don't want to have no more than 2 inquiries reporting annually, okay? Annually, two inquiries a year on your credit report, okay? Because I've noticed that when we're trying to get funding, or my clients, they're coming to me with a lot of inquiries, okay? To give you guys some gems, even with doing credit repair, or even if you have already done a dispute, an online dispute, you can always call them to the credit bureaus and have them remove those inquiries, okay? Just let them know that they were unauthorized. If they do give you a hard time and state that you have to write a letter, just let them know that you've already wrote letters. Give them the tracking numbers of those certified letters that you send out, okay? And if you're my client, and you wanna try this credit dispute hack yourself, then you can definitely go ahead and give it a try. Okay, use those tracking numbers that I send to you, those pictures of your letters. Use the tracking numbers so that way, when you do call the credit bureaus and you let them know that the inquiries are inaccurate, you can give them the tracking numbers to give them proof that you actually have paper trail, okay? So make sure you have paper trail before you call the credit bureaus. It still works. I know you guys have been watching a lot of YouTube videos about how to do this particular credit hack, or dispute hack, but it still works to this day, okay? I actually had a client do this yesterday, and he told me this morning that it worked. So make sure, keep in mind you can do that, all right, to remove your inquiries. What happens if I have a lot of student loans still on my credit report, but trying to purchase a second home and my debt to income ratio is still too high? All right, so With student loans, just keep in mind now where we are now in 2022, 80% of Americans, have student loan debt, right? So they're not really taking account of student loan debt itself, or with the account being reported on your credit report as a delinquency. It's really how it's reporting, right? So you want to just make sure that there's no late payments reporting on that credit on that line, okay, on that student loan. If there is, I did do a actual video about this, but the Biden administration has actually put in place to where they are going to update all of these student loans to default status. So that means in default status means that there should be no late payments tied to any of these student loans, okay? So you want to make sure that there's no late payments on the student loan, and it's okay for them to be reporting. However, what you need to do to help out with that debt to income ratio is that you either can consolidate and start paying off your student loans, all right, and pay a really big balance towards that consolidation loan, or you can like, add trade lines at the time before you apply for the loan, right, to increase that overall, like, the overall credit ratio, not credit utilization, but yeah, it helps out with that score. I can't think of the word. So you have a couple of options, okay? But I just want to let you know that you don't have to remove the student loans, and that was my main point. You don't have to remove the student loans. You just want to make sure that the information is reporting correctly, and that there is no student loans, no late payments tied to it, because that is the delinquency, okay? Late payment on the student loan is the delinquency. The student loan itself is the installment account, okay? And if it's reporting in good standing, you are A-okay. Your debt to income ratio, as far as in with debt to income ratio with you buying a house, then obviously you have to increase the income ratio, right? Or decrease the debt. Okay, so that's consolidating those student loans or whatever credit cards you have reporting, and then or increasing your credit cards that you have, increasing those limits. Okay, let me see here. Regarding the EIDL, do I select return transcript or account transcript in form 45016? So, my question is exactly where you are. Are you talking about, are you on the loan portal? And if you are on the loan portal, because I'm guessing, just letting you know, I'm guessing, but I'm guessing it will be account transcript in form 45016. And I'm trying to comprehend the question, but do I select return transcript or account transcript? Yeah, I believe it will be the second option. Okay, I'm not really sure about that question. Just tell me exactly where you are, if you're in the loan portal or if you are like about to send an email. Okay. Um, so yeah, you guys, I want to come over on here. Okay, we are just about to end the live. Okay, I'm going to end it at 30 minutes. Okay, so we got like 2 minutes left. So do you guys have any more questions about EIDL, credit, business credit, grants, different startup funding opportunities? Go ahead and put it down now, because I'm going to end this live in literally a couple in like 2 minutes. Okay, so go ahead and put it down here. I hope I was able to help you guys. I hope I was able to help you guys. So I really try my best to like try to, get some research in and try to, stay on top of what we can do and how we can make money financially. We have a question here? Do you have any trade line recommendations? My grandfather said that would add me as he would add me to his credit card account. Would this be a good option or for trade lines? Yes, that would be a really good option. All right, if your grandfather has a credit card, adding you as an authorized user, that is technically a trade line. Okay, that's exactly what a trade line is. I do have trade lines myself, so I want you to text me, or you can visit powermarkcredit.com. But just say, hey, I need trade lines to 954-303-4688, okay? And then I can give you a trade line list, okay? Because I sell trade lines, you guys. All right, and then what else do we have here? Let's see. I'm gonna take another one. Where all can we find grants? Okay, so you can find grants at grants.gov. Okay, and the keyword you want to definitely type in what you're looking for, rather, or what your business industry is. I'm about to send an email. I appreciate your help. Wish I came across your page sooner. I know, but make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm always giving out some really good nuggets, okay? And I really am very thorough, okay? If you are my client in here, make sure you like this video, okay? If you my credit cousin, make sure you like my video. If you feeling the vibes, okay, if you just know you're gonna boss up this year, if you know that this is your year, okay, if you know this is your business year, if you already know, okay, the SBA is over. But that ain't over for you and your finances, okay? Because you about to scale up. If you already know what's up, then I want you to like this video now. Share with your friends and family and let them know that, hey, Shelby over there at Superior Credit Experts is not playing, okay? All right, I want to take one more question. Okay, this is a really, really good one. Let me see. Out of funds and it will not be processed. My request I sent a week ago. I recently received an email stating, the SBA funding is over. When do I stop using? Okay, this is a good one. When do you stop using your own personal credit score and start using your business credit score to obtain loans? Okay, guys, and I have like literally seconds left. All right, so just to let you know, so when you have a startup business, you have to, within your first 5 years, use yourself as a personal guarantor, okay, a PG, a cosigner. When your business becomes 5 years and older, then you will start to see that you can gain funding opportunities without having a personal guarantor. And I also want to let you know, love, that there is some funding opportunities out there, and grants out there that you can apply for that don't request or require a personal guarantor, even if you're a startup business, okay? There's a lot of banks out here that are out here, trying to help us build our business credit, all right? So, and I'm going to try to do a video on some different opportunities that you guys have, because I'm in love with the bosses out here, okay? Well, I am going to, all right, get to the post office and mail all of these beautiful letters out, okay, for my clients. Make sure you like this video. I hope I was very informative. If you guys like me going live, okay, comment down below or just like say something in the community. I'll go live more. So that way you guys have the opportunity to ask me any questions that you have, for any financial questions, whether it's credit, whether it's about like some government funding, grants, business funding, or whatever it is, okay? So until next time, make sure you guys text me, text hashtag credit if you need credit help, hashtag big business, okay, to 954-303-4688 if you guys are looking for some business startup funding, business credit help. If you need grant help, okay, text me, hashtag grants.